Alright, well, what's going on, everybody? It's Raging Fury 505 here, and we got Shizno. And today, we'll be recording a little podcast, and we'll be talking about some Halo topics. Anyway.
Wait, hold on, can they see my screen?
No, they cannot.
Fuck! I want to see them, I want to have them see me drive the entire way there.
Do you want me to record that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, let's get right into it. Question number 1. How successful was the Halo Reach MCC launch on console and PC?
Well, okay. For console, because everyone on console is pretty much, most people there are pretty much just diehard Halo fans, I'm going to go ahead and say that the console launch was a fairly good success. Probably about just as well as Reach did back in the day. I would argue at least, but then, it like a month or two passed and everyone got past their nostalgia boners finally, and they saw that the hit reg was so fucking abysmal that literally some game modes are just absolutely unplayable. What?
Yeah, I did see some issues with infection, especially if you had, like, let's say you're on a West Coast, or you live on a West Coast, and you match, like, an East Coast server, like, the hit reg was considerably, like, pretty bad, actually, even though the kill time was really good.
No, it's not East and West. You know what the problem with Reach is that all the, like, this isn't even me being racist, this is me just being straight up fucking truthful. All the damn Mexicans played Halo Reach, and all you match now that they've finally been able to afford an Xbox One is South Central servers. I swear to God. That's a fact.
So you're saying the hit reg is bad because of people who have bad connection in the game?
Oh no, the hit reg is just regular garbage.
Even if you're host? Or like you're on a server?
Yeah,
okay.
No, the hit reg is just fucking abysmal. The only game modes I think I've seen hit reg like properly work, like competitive. Because I mean, we play competitive and shots land consistently, when we actually hit them.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can't really notice as much because I'm more of a casual player, but I do notice it at times. But I know for sure you talk about it a lot, and I know a lot of competitive players, like I think Proximity has talked about it a little bit, about the hit reg is quite poor.
I mean, I will say though, now I haven't played PC, so this probably already just makes my opinion invalid, or my point. But I will say, from what I've seen from other people's like gameplays, like just raw gameplays and shit, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the hit reg is probably a million times better on PC, mainly because that's where they needed to focus their attention to get Halo back to where it was. And also, can we just talk about how like Halo Reach PC is like the lowest skill gap game in existence? And I swear to fucking God, dude, like the bullet magnetism is fucking ridiculous on PC. People hit dumbass shots. I don't care if it's M&K. If you use a controller, it's fucking easy mode on PC. Believe me when I say that. Even though I said earlier.
Yeah, I was hearing a little bit about how on Halo Reach on PC, the aim assist was a little bit stronger. Is that true?
A little is kind of an understatement. It's very strong. But
so,
no, you just use M&K, it's still fairly easy to land headshots because just the bullet magnetism is retarded.
Okay.
My buddy talks to me about it all the fucking time. He's like, yeah, these people that I swear to God, were like actual dog shit on console, like these people just do so well on PC because the bullet magnetism is it's so in their favor. Like critical bomb is pretty much non-existent on PC.
Okay, so you're basically saying the PC community is not suffering as much as the Halo or the Xbox community.
They also have fucking mod support. They can do kick-ass shit with the game, and we cannot. We're just sitting here playing the same old game we've been playing for, 10 years at this point almost?
Wait, you're saying Halo Reach on PC has mod support, or...?
Yeah, mod support on PC.
But Halo Reach on PC does not have theater and Forge, I'm pretty sure.
No, the modders already put Forge in. Yeah, I know they don't have theater, but dude, who the fuck needs theater when you have mods.
Let's move on a little bit and talk about Halo 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Do you think we're going to see as high as a population spike for Halo Reach as we're going to see for Halo 1, 2, and 3, and 4?
Oh, listen here, you little shit. I'm telling you, for the first 3 games, dude, on PC, the first 3 games are going to fucking explode. Okay?
Really?
Okay, everybody loves Combat Evolved. It's a timeless classic. There is no one who doesn't like Combat Evolved that isn't a Halo fan. Halo 2, baby! You already know what Halo 2 is all about. And then Halo 3, do I even need to fucking explain? It's Halo 3. Do I even need to?
Okay, let me say it from my point of view, okay? So I don't think, especially for Halo 1, and even maybe Halo 2 and 3, I don't think we're going to see as high as a population spike. Because the problem is, I feel like the people who liked Halo 1, 2, and 3, a lot of them are older players, and a lot of them have moved on to different games or, got married and don't play Halo anymore.
Fucking boomers, okay.
Yeah, so...
Fucking doomers.
Yeah, like, for example, my brother, he played, he's a lot older than I am. He's 14 years older than me. And back in the day, he played Halo 1 and Halo 2. But he's not going to go back and play Halo 1 and Halo 2 again, because I know him. He has other shit to do.
But Troy, it's Halo 2.
I just think people were hyped for Halo Reach on PC to come out because it was just like a Halo shooter.
Probably played it were already, old enough to experience it at the prime, and they're still young enough to have the time to do that.
I'm not saying we're not going to see a population spike, especially for Halo 3, but I just don't think it's going to be as high as Halo Reach.
Nah, bullshit. I guarantee you 3 is going to be higher than Reach.
Really?
Okay, I will say that I understand the whole devil's advocate part, especially for 1 and 2, but for 3, no. Like, I hate to try to be all Bungie purist, but dude, it's the best one. Everyone knows it's the best one. Like, shut the fuck up. We're gonna get the damn game, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
Okay, but, for example, yeah, I think 3 out of all the games, or out of Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3, I do think Halo 3 will have the biggest jump, or the biggest spike in population. But I still...
Oh, wait. I have to clarify. When I said Halo 3 is the best one, I meant that as an objective statement. I didn't mean that as it's my personal preference. Sorry. Just wanted to say that because everyone knows what my favorite one is.
Well, okay. If we're going to be honest here, my favorite Halo game is Halo Reach. That's just my opinion.
My favorite's fucking ODST, baby. Where my jazzy boys at?
Because, Halo Reach was like the first game I picked up and played for a long time. So...
ODST is the best soundtrack in the series.
I don't have that nostalgic feel for Halo 3.
I do.
Yes, we know you do. But, okay. Do you think the way they're doing it, stagnating all the games, is it going to give them a bigger jump for Halo Infinite?
Like, keep us occupied?
Yeah, so do you think they're good? They're building a good base for...
Yes.
Okay.
I guarantee it's going to keep us occupied. And remember, since, what was it, September, was it 2018? That they did, like, that big fucking MCC update that, like, fixed the whole, like, fixed nearly the entirety of the game. Like, since then, MCC has been, regarded as a pretty fucking solid game. Like, they still consistently update it and add shit to it. Granted, sometimes it's just playlist rotations or nameplates, but hey, whatever's there is there. And it's like, you don't like playing this one anymore? Well, go play that one. Oh, you want to go play that one again? Well, go play that one again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree to that. But do you think, for example, we saw Halo Reach, and they took almost like what? They delayed the game by like about... They delayed the flight test by about, 3 months? It was quite a while.
No, that's a good thing. Because we saw how well the release was. It's ready when it's ready. That's how game developers need to do their shit now. It's ready when it's ready. Don't push yourself to a deadline. Like, if it's not done by the deadline, push it back. Just keep working on it.
But now for Halo 1, 2, and 3, and 4, they have more of a limited time. They literally can't push it back. Do you think that's going to decrease the quality of those games? Like,
Not necessarily, no, because especially with Halo 1 and Halo 2, they already have PC ports that are pretty decent. So they already have something to work off of. It's not going to be that difficult for those two games. I feel like most of the attention's getting thrown towards Halo 3.
Yeah.
Since they're a PC port. But for 2 and 1, I don't think it'll be that bad.
Yeah, I can definitely agree to that. And I don't think for Halo 4, they're going to spend a lot of time on that game. I feel like they're going to make it so it works, but they're not going to make it perfect. Just because it's not...
It's a black sheep.
Yeah, it's a black sheep of Halo.
No, just an MCC. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Personally, 4, better than 5. Shut the fuck up. You can fight me. I'll tell you my address. You can swear the fuck up. Next question.
What does Halo Infinite need to succeed, in your opinion, as a one of the more casual players of the community? Would you say you're a more casual player or a competitive player?
I mean, obviously, Troy, all of us are casual players. I don't give a fuck. Hey, all of you listening to this eventually, fuck you and your fake-ass infection MLG teams. Shut the fuck up. You are not good at the game. Shut the fuck up. You are casual like the rest of us. You suck at competitive. Okay, anyways. Personally, I feel like what they really need, it can't be Halo 5 over again. They need to have all of the playlists at launch. They need to have Infection. They need to have Slayer. More than 2 fucking modes. If they have a third, big main mode, like a Warzone thing or something, have it there, have more content with it, okay? The free DLC update and shit is good, but that should be extra to the game, not part of the game. It shouldn't be the main game broken up over the course of a year or 2. Everything needs to release on day 1. And, okay, Troy, please put a description in this video. So I recently watched a video on Proximity's channel about the BR. Yeah, I definitely would say BR starts need to be a thing again. It needs to be better than the fucking pistol. If the pistol is better than your primary weapon when you spawn in, you have a fucking balancing problem. I'm not saying that the Halo 5 pistol is disgusting. Because, it's still a 5-shot, but the fact that it outperforms rifles is bad. So, definitely BR starts, make the actual primary weapon a bit better. Especially for BR start, social game modes. What else I would say, personally, I think we might need, a new kind of game mode, something new to play. You know what I mean?
But not battle royale, right?
Well, no.
Okay.
Okay, but I do want to say, Halo is the only game that can thematically pull off a battle royale and get it right, but they refuse to do it. Imagine dropping feet first into hell from fucking orbit. Dude, it's literally fucking perfect. They have the setting right in front of them, or they won't do it. I mean, if they don't, it's not gonna kill me, but I'm just saying.
Okay, what about so I don't really agree with the BR starts. I'm perfectly content with a DMR, but
No, shut the fuck up!
That's just my opinion.
No DMR.
Because, I started playing, my first game I started playing was Halo Reach, and you had DMR start, so I was very used to that.
The BR feels better than the DMR, no cap. Anyone who's ever played any game other than Reach, please put your comment in the comment and agree with me with my comment. Thank you.
And then you're talking about content, and yeah, they definitely need all the stuff to be there from the beginning, and then they need a new game mode. But I know they're probably not going to do it, but I think Battle Royale is a good way to get a lot of people who don't play Halo to go to the community, try out Halo, and then start playing other playlists. Do you agree to that?
Well, of course.
Okay.
Now, I do want to say, also, again, with the whole VR start, I'm just saying it's a lot, it's quicker, and it feels way better. It takes more skill to four-shot somebody with a burst weapon than it does to, five-shot with a single fire. I'm just saying, because the VR was slower.
Yeah.
Which was okay. That's good.
Yeah, I can definitely agree to that. The DMR definitely requires less skill than a BR. If they do it correctly.
That shit, it's better than the VR by like miles. And its aim assist, bullet time system is fucking ridiculous, and it's just a laser beam. There's quote unquote reticle bloom, but it does literally nothing.
Uh-huh.
Halo 4 VR easy mode. No cap. Next question, not scripted.
Do you think okay, classic versus advanced movement. Which one should
Hybrid.
Hybrid? Hybrid?
H-Y-B-R-I-D, hybrid. Yes, hybrid.
Okay, but let's say we're going on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being classic and 10 being advanced movement. We're 5? Really?
Hybrid. Listen.
Okay.
Okay, as much as I hate Halo 5, like with a fucking passion at this point, because its community makes me want to plunge a fucking fork into my eye, some of the movement choices I was fine with. They actually allowed for some like pretty cool skill jumps and all that, and there's a big skill gap of movement in Halo 5, more than there is in all the other games. Like, there are people that know how to traverse certain maps in like mere seconds, while more people would take double, triple the time to get around. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely heard Proximity talking about that.
Yeah, the movement in Halo 5 is extremely fluid. I do like it. But, I will say, the Spartan charging and the ground pounding is kind of fucking annoying. How about you make those, armor abilities? And you make the thrust and armor abilities equipped.
Yeah,
or at least, tone it down, give it a longer recharge time. But I will say, the clamor is fine. I'm fine with the clamor. You can keep that shit in the game. I know it sometimes may eliminate the whole skill of crouch jumping or spring jumping, but personally, I do feel like it works. I do feel like clamor works sometimes.
But you're still at a 5 for the between classic and advanced. So what do you want from the classic?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I like the movement in the classic games because you can do everything while you're moving. Reload, throw grenades, shoot, and you don't have to stop to put your gun down to go into an animation and run. What I'm saying, okay, take a note from Doom Eternal, or just Doom in general. You run and gun. Granted, you still have to reload, but you still move fast as fuck. But there's no sprint, like an actual quote-unquote sprint.
Wait, which game are you talking about?
Doom.
Doom? Okay.
Troy.
Okay.
Doom, you fucking boomer.
Okay.
But just have it to where, okay, so if none of you guys have seen Doom Eternal or, any gameplay yet, they've added in all this cool, unique shit added to the movement system. But they haven't messed with the core aspects of the game. It's a perfect way to add shit in. If you don't know what I mean, there's a double jump, there's a thrust, grappling hook, shit like that. Add interesting and unique ways to make the movement better, more fluid, faster. But don't fuck with it don't fuck with it as much as Halo 5 did.
Uh-huh. Well, okay. If we're talking about classic versus advanced movement, I do agree with your points, but I do think it has to be a little bit more towards advanced movement than classic, because I feel like a lot of people who like the classic movement, they're they're a minority in the population. We got to really cater to the majority of the population, especially when we're talking about Halo Infinite.
Of course.
So, like, instead of like a 5 out of 10, I'll be more around like a 7, honestly, or maybe even an 8 for.
I'm just saying, you could always have what I said as the base part of the game, and then have different playlists that are more towards advanced and ones that are just straight classic. Like, fuck, I mean, Halo 5 has the damn throwback playlists, and it's literally just classic movement. Like,
that is true. Yeah, they could do the playlist like that, so they can cater both to the classic people and the advanced movement people. But then you got tournaments where you don't really know where would it be catered to. Would it be catered to our classic players or the advanced movement players?
That is a good question. I think the people in the comments should debate it out. Next question, non-scripted. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, here's a great one that I get to just poke fun in the comments section with. Because we all know what community you guys are fucking a part of, you filthy animals. Oh, how good is the infection community going to be in Halo Infinite? It's going to be worse than it is now.
Do you think they need infection at launch, or?
Well, I mean, yes, they need infection at launch because it's literally the second most played playlist in all of Halo at this point because it becomes such a popular thing.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, fuck all of you, okay?
What?
A lot of you assholes, like, just ruin everything that you touch. Not you, Troy. There are people that do get exclusions, okay? But a lot of you guys are assholes, and I hate you, and you just ruin the game for me.
You want me to be specific? Like, give a couple of examples.
I'm not gonna call out names.
Or
it's just, okay. What people will fucking, like, party up in, like, 4 or 5 man teams, extremely unnecessary. They'll constantly send you hate messages, fucking teabag the shit out of you, target you, make your life as miserable as they possibly can, because they don't have a life of their own, and they don't know what else to do. Because they're just fucking living in their parents' basement, fucking assholes they are.
Okay.
This is not a minority population either. People like me and you will agree that this is a fucking problem.
Yeah, I do think
Our
teams
has been awful for a while. Okay, it was fine. You know what? I will argue to say that it was ruined before Contingency came out. Like, it started before Contingency, but not before Halo 5. Let me fucking tell you guys, when Halo 5 Infection first launched, we were almost at our peak, like, as we were back in Reach. It was fucking ridiculous, the popularity we had. It was so much fun, you know? Everyone was having fun with each other, right? It was just we were all just...
Wait, which game are we talking about? Halo 5 or Halo Reach?
No, I just mean the community in general. Like, we were fine until, like, some point in Halo 5. I think it was, like, right after Alpha Zombies was removed for the first time. Somewhere around there. It just got fucked. Like, it really did.
I really think the turning point happened...
It was not Contingency.
It definitely wasn't Contingency. It was... I feel like when MMR came out was when things went to shit, in my opinion. That permanently hit the community hard.
Yeah, that was around the same time that Alpha Zombies came out.
Yeah. I think the basis of Infection was really good. Like, Halo 5 Infection was good because you had varied weapons, which I think a lot of people liked, including me. You had better movement and a more varied playlist. But then, those big teams really started around MMR because I feel like a lot of people couldn't have fun playing the game without big teams during MMR, and that just kind of resided even when MMR was removed from Infection.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, to everyone watching this, do I hate Halo 5? No. Do I hate the community? Absolutely. Okay? The only reason I say I hate Halo 5 is because I associate Halo 5 with you assholes, and that's what makes me hate it.
Well, okay. I don't really believe that. I think the assholes are a very loud minority, and there's still a lot of good players or a lot of good people who play the game.
No.
And talking about that, do you think there should be MMR in
No.
No MMR in Halo Infinite?
No.
Okay.
Dude, take a picture or take a little note out of Modern Warfare. If you guys have played Modern Warfare, you know that there's skill-based matchmaking and that it's a fucking nightmare to play. So you guys know what I'm talking about if you've played.
Yeah, I definitely agree with MMR.
No MMR.
No, with your MMR statement. Because, you know, a lot of people who got into this game, like Halo, they watch like all these like really cool montages and stuff like that, and those really can't be created when MMR is in the game, or they're much more difficult to make if MMR is in the game. Would you agree to that?
Absolutely, yeah. It's harder to do things.
So even like in Slayer, you think there shouldn't be, or there shouldn't be MMR in the game?
Okay, that.
Or should there be a very light MMR? Like, I think Halo 2 or Halo 3 had a system where for your first 20 games, you'd be played with, like, other people who were in their first 20 games, and then you got into the main, or you played against the main part of the population. Do you think that's a good system?
Well, I don't want to put MMR in it at all.
Okay.
And the only reason I feel that is because, okay, guys, like, dude, look at, if any of you guys know who he is, and if you don't, fuck you, look at Mint Blitz, dude. Like, He's literally region locked out of playing competitive. He fucking can't. So the only way he gets to play is by playing social. And he doesn't want to. Like, he wants to play competitive. He does. He doesn't want to play social. Because he knows he's good enough. We all know he's good enough for it. But he literally can't because he's region locked. So if there was skill-based matchmaking, it would make his life a living hell, because skill-based matchmaking, or MMR, in social works way different than it is in competitive. And, like, in social, it's straight up just based off of, like, level. But in competitive, it goes through, like, stats, and, like, it filters players out. Like, you know what I mean? It is different. Ooh, voice.
But wait, didn't you say you didn't want MMR in social?
Yes, I did not.
Okay.
Myself.
So no MMR in social, and an MMR in competitive.
Well, of course, because you need it in competitive for a reason.
Do you think it's good for competitive to have MMR where partial teams match partial teams, full teams match full teams?
Especially when you're trying to solo.
Like, how strict should the MMR be? Because, okay, for example, I feel like that's going to be fine at first, but then eventually when the population isn't as high, it's going to be very difficult to maintain that.
I mean, there's still a pretty solid competitive population, but okay.
Because, like, you know, I was trying to play, I think it was one of the Halo Reach modes, but I was having trouble to find a match at, like, 8 p.m.
Which one?
It was one of the Halo Reach competitive playlists, but I could not find a match.
There's 2 fucking playlists, Troy.
It was a Slayer playlist, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, because it's got to find people that are, like, almost exactly on your level. It filters, Troy. Like, it goes through and filters shit. It's not like social where you're going to just match instantly, because it just looks for people to put you against.
How strict do you think MMR should be? Or should the MMR be very strict at first and loosen over time? Or should it just be very strict in general?
I'd say, like I said, social, no MMR.
Yeah.
But in competitive, I want MMR to, I wanted to find people that are anywhere within 5 levels of your current level, above or below.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes, you know, either those people can just absolutely trump the people above them, or, you know, get curb stomped by people below them. So, you know what I mean? I feel like it should be like that. That would be a pretty decent ranking system.
I feel like, yeah, it should be 5 levels at first, but if you can't find a match after like 5 minutes, it should go, you know, a little bit, expand that a little bit, maybe like 10 levels.
No, it should never expand, because as soon as it starts to expand, you either get literally fucking pub stomped, or you do the pub stomping.
No,
and
because
it's just a completely one-sided game.
Then you have like rank 50s who are playing in a team and they can't find a match forever.
That's their problem.
Okay, well, I think it should be loosened over time. And Mint Blitz actually agreed to this statement where how it might have been for ranked. I'm not completely sure, but basically it should be a strict search at first, around like 5 levels as you're talking about, and then expand over like every 5 minutes. It expands a little bit until you're able to find a match. But you don't agree to that?
No, it shouldn't expand at all. It stays strict. That's the point.
Okay. We got different opinions here, I can see.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, well, you can let us know in the comments what you think is a good idea.
All right, was that the last question?
It is the last question. Do you have anything else to say before we end this?
Fuck you, infection community. You ruined everything. I hate you.
All right, yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys want us to answer any other questions for future stuff, let us know in the comments, and we could definitely put future questions you guys want us to talk about in the comments. And yeah, that's basically it. Shizno, you got a YouTube channel. You want to plug in your stuff real quick?
No.
You don't?
No.
All right, okay. Yeah.
New community montage coming around Troy's channel soon.
Indeed. I'm not sure if the podcast is going to come out first or the montage, but we'll find out about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bye.
Peace out.